Alright, good afternoon mga kabasketball. Ako si Eric Armin again dito po sa ating podcast, The Backdoor Play. Po ang ating episode 38 na tayo. And right now, we have a very special guest. Yan, i-introduce natin yung si Coach later. Pero maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa atin sa ating YouTube, sa ating Facebook, at syempre sa ating Spotify kung saan tayo nagsimula dito sa The Backdoor Play. Sige, tuloy-tuloy na tayo, hindi ko na patatagalin pa. So meron tayong very special guest. Siya po ay ang program director ng Saints Basketball Club. Siya rin po ay proud father of two. At tatay siya ng isa sa mga sikat na basketball players no dito sa Pilipinas. At ngayon ay sa South Korea din. Si SJ Bilangel, who's playing in South Korea for the FIBA's team, a former Blue Eagle King Eagle, no, champion together with Tab Baldwin, and also a many-time Gilas Pilipinas player. At siya din po ay nag-coach sa Ateneo Grade School at High School at currently sa COCA moderator sa Ateneo Grade School. Wala nang iba kundi si Coach Sammy Bilangel. Coach, magandang hapon.
Good afternoon, Eric. And good afternoon
Ayan.
sa lahat na nakikinig.
Yun, maraming salamat Coach at nagkaroon ka ng time po sa amin. At syempre, hindi matutuloy ito. Shout out to si Doc Moby Martinez. Doc, maraming salamat. Ayan. Okay. Sige, Coach, may hinanda akong mga questions dito, no? So in 3 parts, no? I wanted to know more about you as a coach, or former player, and then you as a father of SJ. And then yung pangatlo po is, I wanted to, since kayo yung program director ng Saints Basketball Club, I wanted to get your thoughts, your opinions about yung landscape ng club basketball dito po sa ating bansa. Okay. So,
Okay.
Coach, naglaro ba kayo nung araw? At kasi nabasa ko konting research no sa Wikipedia at kung saan man. Naglaro daw kayo ng college. Tama ba sa Bacolod ba or Negros?
Yes, I was once college varsity basketball sa University of St. Lasal, Bacolod.
Sa Pinas. Okay.
Yeah, so doon ako naglalaro nung college. Nung high school, doon naman sa St. Joseph's High School sa Bacolod, parang sister school ng Lasal.
Okay. So, Coach, sino yung mga kasabayan mo nun sa University of St. Lasal na sumikat din?
Okay. Yun, yung isa, talagang umabot sa PBA is si Wilmer Ong sa Ginebra.
Okay.
Tapos yung mga kabatch ko dati, mga kalaban ko, si Coach Boyet Fernandez ng San Beda.
Okay.
Tapos more likely nakasabayan ko maglaro sina Reynel Lognatan, one time si James siya, pero hindi ko siya kabatch, bali mas bata sa akin, nakalaro ko lang doon sa Bacolod.
Wow.
So, yun nga lang, syempre, yeah. Di tayo pinagpala na maging professional basketball player. So, wala. Hanggang doon lang.
Okay. So, Coach, after playing, saan po kayo nagpunta bago kayo mag-coach? Or diretso na kagad na nag-coach na kagad kayo?
Actually, I went here in Manila to try out sa dati yung PABL.
Okay.
So, yun. I tried. Actually, before pa nag-graduate ako, may kumuha na sa akin. Hindi ko na sasabihin ko ano yung team yun. Kasi parang nakakainis yun eh. Kasi they get to pick me out of the team. Timing, graduate ako sa college. Tapos nung pumunta ako rito, parang, I don't know kung nagkakaintindihan yung management at yung coach. So, hindi naman ako natuloy, pero I get to work under company. After that, bumalik ako kasi parang ang hirap, di ko maintindihan kung ano nangyari. Then, nag-try out ulit ako. After a year, bumalik ako dito. Kinuha naman ako isang PABL team. Tapos, yun, na grabe yung pangako na parang hindi na ako dapat daw lilipat sa ibang team kasi dito daw sa kanila. Pero nung cut-off na, biglang nawala yung pangalan ko kasi dami pa lang palakasan. So, after that, sabi ko, I have to stop dreaming of becoming a pro basketball player kasi parang sabi ko, parang di para sa akin. So, I get to focus more on work. Pero at that time, nung nalaman actually si Coach Ricky Dandan, the late Coach Ricky
Okay.
Tandan of UP, was
Right,
our coach
right.
in Lasal Bacolod. Siya yung program director.
Oh, okay.
So, he called me out. Sabi niya, Samuel, Samuel yung tawag. Samuel, balik ka na dito. Help me out with the program. Kasi at that time,
Okay.
basketball was really in boom talaga sa school. Would you believe?
Okay. Yeah.
Grade school team namin, we have 6 teams.
Wow.
Kaya mo maniwala. When I went there, I couldn't believe na lahat na, ilan lang yung courts namin doon, mga 3 yata or 4. Punong-puno ng mga bata, and it was really parang fiesta ng basketball. So, sabi niya sa
Hey,
akin,
Coach, different tournaments kayo naglalaro noon o isang ano
Hindi,
lang?
at that time, parang yung maganda kasi doon, may continuity. Coach Ricky Tandan set up the program, grade school, high school, college.
Okay.
So lahat na coaches sa kanya naka-connect, naka-coordinate. So lahat na ituturo namin. Pagdating ko doon actually na-set up na eh. So sabi niya, ikaw yung pang A, B, C, D, E, F. Pang G ako na team. Sabi niya, G ka na team. Sabi ko, grabe.
Okay.
Sabi ko, sige. Sabi niya, you start there. Pero actually, bago ako get into Lasal coaching, while I was playing in college, sa St. Joseph's High School pa lang, in which I went to school in high school para naging varsity, tinatawag ako ng mga kaibigan ko doon, mga parents at yung former coach ko to help out with the training kasi pagdating ko sa college, syempre medyo nag-upgrade na yung mga turo. So old school yung coach ko, sabi niya, coach, Sam, sabi ng si Coach Villanueva yata yung coach at that time, he was telling me, could you help me with the boys kasi right now you are with good coaching system and training. Sabi niya, baka ituro mo dito yung bago. So as early as 18, 19, 20 years old, I was already involved in coaching. Kasi for me, coaching is not coaching at that time eh.
Okay.
For me, it was a call to help. Kasi syempre, yung school na yon comes, kumbaga yung mga middle-aged family doon na middle income na family doon sa barangay goes there. Pero yung nagpapatakbo noon, Lasal Brothers. So at that time, alam mo, wala naman masyadong budget, pero yung mga ibang tao doon, syempre willing tumulong sa mga anak nila. At the same time, may mga kaibigan doon na parang syempre are very generous to put up a very good competitive team. So yung thing is, they asked me if I could help them. So ako, at that age talaga, when I was playing already in college, I was already, kumbaga, assistant coach ako dun. But not parang pa talaga, malaking role, pero at that time, parang ako yung kanila skills coach. Kasi I was teaching them what I'm beginning to learn from college na coach.
So doon na, Coach, tama ba na nagtuloy-tuloy yung coaching career niyo hanggang dumating kayo dito sa...
Actually, naputol.
Naputol. Okay. Sige nga, Coach. Kwentuhan mo naman kami yan.
Yung coaching ko, kasi I coached Lasal Bacolod for more than 10 years. I think 12 years.
Yung college na po? College team?
Yung sa... Actually, 5 years ako sa grade school.
Okay.
3 years ako sa high school. Tapos naputol na kasi nakita ko parang akala ko doon sa probinsya, pati dito pala. Parang di naman talaga supported ng mga school yung mga basketball career or basketball coaching career. So kumbaga, sabi ko, well, I have to start a family. Basketball could not feed my family, so I have to focus more on working. So trabaho ko sa office. Pero syempre not knowing na when I get to have my own family, I get to have SJ na he would go to basketball. So kumbaga, nag-retire na ako actually sa coaching. So I was just playing around dun sa probinsya. Then SJ came. When SJ came, to be honest, I prayed hard na parang God will guide me kasi at that time, sabi ko, I really don't know how to become a father. Tapos nung nakita ko na parang he's growing up, tapos medyo sakitin yung bata, I tend to introduce him to other sports first. Una, swimming, chess, volleyball, tracks, pero basketball, automatic na kasi basketball sa bahay. Yung tatay ko kasi, yung lolo ni SJ, wala, isa crazy basketball guy. So would you believe
Okay.
yung bahay namin, sa loob ng bahay namin, gumawa siya ng sariling goal ni SJ. Kumbaga,
Okay.
doon mismo sa namin, sa loob ng bahay, may sariling goal si SJ na
May
makakashoot
court.
sa buong araw. Goal
Okay.
sa sala. Tapos may daming bola, yun. So ako, parang sabi ko, hindi ko na kailangan to, na, ano tawag dito? I get to introduce him to the sport kasi as early as 3-4 years old, he could see me play sa mga commercial tournaments dun sa Bacolod. So he would be with me
Okay.
all the time. So he will see me playing. Then he would join me on the bench. Sometimes he would go inside the court. I will give him the ball. He would shoot. He's not shy or ashamed of
Okay.
himself shooting the ball. Siya lang mag-isa sa court. Mga ganun. So ako at that time, parang sabi ko, well, we will see. At that point, sabi ko, hindi pa ako
Okay.
sure kung maglalaro na yung anak ko ng basketball kasi I don't like to force him to play basketball.
Right. Coach, nabanggit mo no na inintroduce mo si SJ sa swimming, chess, and all. Coach, na-introduce mo ba siya sa football? Kasi alam po, ang Negros, Bacolod, ang number 1 sport nila ay football. Tama po ba?
Actually, I don't believe it. To be honest.
Talaga?
Pero kasi,
Okay.
daming magagaling na soccer player talaga sa football sa
Na
Negros.
nagagaling dyan.
I have so
Okay.
many friends also na magaling mag-soccer, magaling pa mag-basketball. Pero at that
Okay.
time, parang sabi ko kay SJ, kasi sa dami ko nang nawakan na bata sa grade school, especially sa Lasal, I don't want my son na parang nafe-feel niya talaga na basketball talaga kasi basketball player ako. Wala, sabi ko sa kanya, yung approach ko sa kanya is subconscious. What do you mean,
Okay.
coach? I give him a lot of jerseys, basketball jerseys. So, minsan tinatanong niya ako, pa, ba't may bagong jersey naman ako? Sabi ko, you have to research kung sino yan kasi magaling yan. Michael Jordan yan, mga ganon.
Okay.
So, at that time, naglalaro-laro siya. Tapos minsan may dumarating na mga bagong bola. Sabi niya pa, ang dami ko pang bola. Sabi ko, okay lang yan kasi the more you grow, the bigger ball you need.
Okay.
Ganon. So, kumbaga, yun lang. So, I don't really mind na yun, if he's gonna play or not. Kasi sabi ko, I have to pray really hard if God will allow him to play basketball.
Alright. Okay. So, Coach, ngayon po, nandito kayo sa Saints Basketball Club, no? Ano yung iba pang mga teams na pina-coach nyo? And maybe you can share a couple of your accolades with Saints, and at the same time, yung mga tournaments na pinaglaruan ninyo.
Okay, maraming tournament dito sa Manila na nilaruan ng club din ko. May Hot Shot, City Hoops. Pero hindi ako yung parang sali ng sali. Kasi yung thing is, to be honest, yung Saints basketball team is kumbaga nagsimula to actually sa mga actually gusto ko na mag-retire nung graduate na si SG sa Ateneo eh. Sabi ko, my job has ended. Sabi ko, I will be officially retiring. Yun nga lang, siyempre, there were some of my friends and co-parents dun sa Ateneo were asking me, Coach, baka naman yung mga anak namin, baka, would help us out. Kaya hindi kami makauwi-uwi sa probinsya dahil sa mga ganito, dahil siyempre, ako, I could see naman myself in them at yung si SG before. Pero siyempre, kumbaga iba yung path eh. Kumbaga iba yung trajectory kung saan si SG galing. Pero what I could always share with them is kung anong what I think would work for the kids.
Okay. Right.
Kasi for example, sa club team ko, you will be surprised, ang daming diversity. And I don't recruit players. They just come and go. So, sabi ko, to be honest, sabi ko sa ibang parent rep ko, I don't have the, kumbaga, syempre, naging parent din ako na ganung klaseng edad na bata eh, kumbaga. So, I would understand kung ano yung habol nila. Pero at the end of the day, it's still their son. I have no control over them na dapat dito sila maglaro, dapat, sabi ko, hindi yan. Sabi ko sa akin, for me, you have to understand, this club team is different from all. Why, Coach? Number one, we don't recruit players para mag-champion.
So development grassroots talaga.
Correct. So I
Okay.
introduce here holistic approach. I don't only teach basketball. I teach good-mannered role model to become the
Yan.
mga players in the future.
Yan ang dapat.
Kasi yung thing is, yung iba kasi siyempre I understand Akala nila, pag for example, their son will play on a champion team, naging champion din yung player nila. Sabi ko, it's not that. It's not all about championships.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all about developing a kid to become a better person, a better player, and to become the very best version of themselves.
Correct.
So, yun lang. I mean, ako, ang dami nang dumaan, bumalik, umalis, dumating na naman ng mga players. I always tell them, especially the parents and the students and the student athletes themselves. Sabi ko, this club team will always demand high of yourself. Hindi pwede pumasok ka rito, then you will give responsibility sa mga magagaling. Hindi. Sabi ko, pag ganyan, gusto mo na champion, this is not the club team for you.
Yan.
Dito, you have to initiate and to become and to see yourself a better player every day, every practice, every month, every year. Kasi sabi ko, to be honest, sabi ko, yun ang totoong basketball player Sabi ko, ako, I was a basketball player before. So I know how it feels na wala ako and I get to hold on to this sport for me to have a free education.
Okay.
Do you believe that?
Scholarships.
And sometimes to eat free snacks. Kasi
puso nga yan, allowances natin.
Kasi doon sa probinsya, after my summer job, working student kasi ako I get to play pustahan sa school.
Hindi naman panalayan, coach, ha? Mga pusta-pusta lang to. Okay.
Hindi, mga estudyante doon sa school.
Okay.
Night school versus day school, ganun. So doon ako na-develop din. I will share them na if you have the drive to really compete and to become the very best, sabi ko, you could do it kasi I could see myself in you Nakat kayo sa varsity. Ako nakatin sa varsity before. SJ was cut also on the regional team before. Diba? So sabi ko, makikita nyo Pero yung thing is, we didn't stop. So that's what I'm telling the parents and the students especially. Kasi sabi ko, yun ang wala nyo the goal setting and the drive. Kasi akala nyo yung basketball would be very easy. Sabi ko, no. Lalo na dito sa Manila.
Lang, ano?
Manila. Ateneo, sabi ko, every year, the competition is getting tighter and tighter. And pumapasok na yung recruits. Sabi ko, diba? Nakikita ko dati, nung nag-try out si SJ, kita mo yung mukha ng mga homegrown bagsak every time they're cut. Pero I couldn't go to them and tell them na, I'm sorry, but this is not what happening. Kasi narinig mo minsan, parents will say, yung anak ko, MVP yan ng grade school, MVP yan ng ganyan.
Okay.
So sabi ko, it's never about the awards. You have to evolve as a player. Kasi yun ang explanation ko kay SJ when he was growing up. And he was telling me na, no, I would really love to become a basketball player. So in-explain ko and he understood it when he was really young and doon niya talaga na-set yung goal niya. Hindi, andito na ako and I was really surprised na hindi siya nawala sa path niya
Right. Okay. Coach, since ito, well, you're coaching na. Let's say sa in-game, ano yung coaching philosophy mo? Ano yung approach mo? Are you more of on the defensive side? Are you more on the offensive? May system ka ba pag nira-run? Are you more of a run and then? Can you tell me more about your philosophy specifically sa in-game situations?
Actually,
or at least before the start of the game?
Yeah, actually sa mga bata, wala ka naman nakikita palaging slow game Bata yan Natalis, they will play with me 50 years old and up. Pero yung thing is, syempre, yung nakuha kong coaching philosophy sa lahat na coaches na pinagdaanan ko, from my high school coach to my college coach to Coach Tab Baldwin when I get to observe him at yung mga coaches doon sa nakikita ko sa Korea and everything. Ako, syempre, I get to understand, more on the defensive side ako na coach.
Okay,
So,
defensive.
defensive end. Tapos, syempre, sa mga bata, you get to let them run kasi bata eh. Run and gun yung mga bata. Pero yung thing is, what you have to have is also the control. How you control momentum. Kasi yun ang
Okay.
pinakamahirap sa bata kasi minsan, syempre, may mga rat-rat. Pag doon ka naman sa mga probinsya at sa Cebu, kita mo run and gun yun, takbuhan talaga eh.
Oo.
Oo, so ako ko rin
Akala
yan.
mo, tennis yung pinapanood mo eh. No?
So,
Bilis.
kumbaga, nalaro ko rin yan, so I understand. Pero, pagdating
Okay.
dito, nagiging systematic kasi syempre, you get to see all the different kinds of coaching. Yun, parang I get to modify my approach sa mga bata kasi depende rin yan sa mga dumarating na mga players sa akin. If
Okay.
I have more guards, do I have big centers, mga ganun. Pero at the end of the day, sabi ko sa kanya, I will teach all what I want to teach you because I want you to become better. So yung thing is, ano yung coach? Like SJ, when he started playing basketball at early as mga 10, di naman early, old na nga eh. Pero sabi ko sa kanya, you're not that fast. Kasi chubby pa sa nun.
Okay.
Mataba, medyo mabagal, kulang pa ng practice. Because at an early age, yung priority ko as a parent was academics, not basketball.
Okay. That's nice
So
to hear.
kaya
Nice to
I
hear.
get to put him in a school na walang sports actually. Would you believe
Okay.
that? Walang sports. Okay? Pero, when he was going to grade 4, biglang nagkagusto sa basketball, doon ako na problema. Napasubo ako, biglang he made me activated my basketball career kasi at that
Okay.
time, I was already not coaching, I was just focused on my job. So, nangyari, on my 8 to 5 na trabaho, biglang, yun, out of the blue, June yun eh, July, after ng summer, SJ went to his tito's basketball camp sa Iloilo kasi I have a brother is also coaching. Si Coach Tata
Okay.
lang yun. So yung thing
Okay.
is, he was coaching the school there. So pinapunta ko siya kasi every summer, parang pang second summer niya na summer camp, pinapunta ko siya doon to have the summer camp. So pagbalik, nagulat ako, parang nag-iba na. Yung last year, parang gusto niya, bantayan niya lang yung water break nila to ask his teammates for the Game Boy to play. Pero nung bumalik siya, I was really surprised. Parang nagulat ako. Talagang he was really into basketball na. So, long story short, he asked her mom na parang dito nagsimula actually si SJ sa basketball.
Okay.
While they were doing homeworks, gumagawa ng mga assignments, parang hirap na hirap siya kasi syempre, di ba, galing summer. So, yung utak mo puro laro. Tapos pag June, biglang aral na. So, kumbaga, wala nang laro. Parang hirap na hirap siya. Parang, kumbaga, ang adjustment pero na hirap. So, sabi niya kay mom niya, Ma, malaki ba yung sahod ng mga professional basketball player? Would you believe that? A 9-year-old asking her mom kung magkano daw yung o malaki daw yung sahod ng mga basketball player. Sabi ng mom niya, parang ganun. So what did he do? He pushed aside his assignments. Sabi niya, I won't study anymore. I will become a basketball player. Pag uwi ko, stress na stress si Mrs. Sinumbong niya. Sabi niya, we have a problem sa anak mo. Sabi ko, what? Sabi niya, he won't study anymore because sinabi ko na yung sahod ng professional basketball player malaki. Parang natatak ako dun eh. Sabi ko, ito yung ayaw kong mangyari, pero nangyari, sabi ko. So, habang natutulog kami, hindi ako makatulog. The whole night, dami kong iniisip para sabi ko, ano nangyari sa anak ko? Bakit ganito? I mean, the school I put him was really good in academics, pero sabi ko, parang pupunta siya sa sport na
nalilihis. Sa sport talaga.
Hindi naman nalilihis, parang sabi ko, hindi pa time. Kasi syempre, I don't teach him basketball kasi dati si SJ, pag tinuruan mo at his age, he's only good for 2 minutes, pagod na siya eh.
Okay.
So, to make the long story short, the next day, so napaisip ako nung gabi, sabi ko punta ako yung principal ng school. So, I meet with the principal, then I get to tell her, sabi ko, ma'am, di ba yung school natin is, kumbaga, is kasama sa NOPSEA, yung parang UAP na group na private school na meet.
Yeah,
Sabi
I've
niya,
been hearing
yes.
about that. Oo.
So, sabi ko, pwede mag-volunteer. Magko-coach ako sa team natin dito sa school. Don't worry, I won't let you pay me for my coaching. I will find
Wow.
players to player. Ako bahala sa mga uniform. Maghanap ako ng mga paraan para makalaro tayo to represent the school. Yung school was the Eliakim Learning Center. So, sabi ng teacher, buti na lang nag-o-on. Sabi niya, sige, kasi we have already chess lang and judo yata or taekwondo, parang ganun lang. Pero team sport
Okay.
wala. Sabi niya, kaya mo. Sabi ko, kayanin. So, nagpa-try out ako. Then, everything was set na. Then, when I went home, si SJ was really excited. Sabi niya, pa, what
Okay.
did the principal said? Sabi ko, approve. Wow, she was so excited. Talon siya ng talon. Sabi niya, yes, maglalaro ako. Sabi ko, you have a problem. Sabi niya, bakit problema? Ikaw yung coach, problema pa ba yun? Sabi ko, from Monday to Friday, di ba nag-aaral tayo? So, Friday, tayo magpa-practice. Sabi niya, okay. Pero sabi ko, we have a tournament next week eh. So, naka naman siya, na-excite. Sabi niya, may tournament tayo kagad. Sabi ko, kaya magpa-try out ako next week. Pero may problema ka nga eh. Sabi niya, ano problema? Sabi ko, from Monday to Thursday, pag hindi ka nag-aaral, automatic you couldn't join us in practice. Tapos, if you don't join us in practice, Saturday, Sunday, we have games, you couldn't play. Sumakit yung ulo niya.
So, priority ko talaga. Academics talaga pa rin.
Sabi ko, wala akong magawa. Nice. I have to do something for my son. In which, kailangan ko talaga, syempre, gawa ng paraan. Kasi, yun ang takot ko eh.
Right.
Syempre, di ba? So, yun. At doon nagsimula actually. Tapos, naglaro kami. Then, I was really surprised kasi at an early age, parang, it was different, sabi ng mga kaibigan ko. Pero, at that time, para sabi ko, parang chamba lang kasi he was really young. Tapos parang basketball sa kanya, syempre he really loves it. So kumbaga nagiging natural sa kanya. Pero he was not that good. He was really average for me.
So coach, kailan siya na-discover ni Coach Joe Silva papunta ng Ateneo?
Okay. So ito na lang yung ko, ibigyan kita ng mga konting hindsight sa mga
Sige, coach. Please.
So after a year yun, di ba, nag-basketball na kami.
Alright.
Sa school. Then, sa liga namin, nakalaban namin yung Lasal. So, kami, hindi pa kami Lasal, di ba? So, Eliakim Learning Center, parang maliit na Montessori school. Yun, di ba? Kumbaga, sa isang grade level, parang 1 or 2 sections lang. So, nabuo ko yung team. So, naglaro kami. Tapos, when we were playing against Lasal, yun ang Lasal, si Lasal at Jane dyan sa Bacolod, yun ang pinakamalakas na team. So, sabi ko kay SJ, kasi prior to this important game, he was scoring more than 20 points per game.
Wow.
Oo, pero siyempre, ako, I don't, kumbaga, sa tagal ko nag-coach ng mga elementary, ay kumbaga sa akin, parang normal yun sa kanya. You know why? Mahina yung team niya eh. Siya lang yung marunong.
So, siya lang yung bumubukan.
Siya marunong. Pero, kumbaga, hindi siya sa sobrang galing din kasi hindi siya makatakbo eh. Taba niya. Hindi siya makadribble ng left kasi kulang kami ng practice. He could only shoot the ball properly, in which yung kapatid ko nagturo sa kanya ng proper shooting form. Doon siya magaling. So, doon yung parang nakakaiba sa kanya at his age. He was only 9 going 10 at that time. Tapos, nakalaban namin Lasal, I made a very good game plan na para kahit dumikit lang kami. Dumikit lang. Pero we almost won the game.
Oh, okay.
And I was surprised. Talo kami ng 2 points. I was surprised after the game. Tinawag ako ng mga table officials. They called me. Sabi na, Coach, lapit. Sabi ko, bakit? Sabi na, alam mo bang ginawa ng anak mo? Sabi ko, wala eh. I was so focused on the game. Sabi ko, pero nakita ko yung crucial, drive siya, walang foul na miss. Yun, nakita ko. Yun ang alam ko. Sabi ng table official niya, tingnan mo yung score. Yung tingnan ko, sabi ko, ano yan? Sabi niya, score 65 points.
65? Wow.
Oo. Okay. 65 points in 10 11-year-old and below. He was only 10 at that time. Ay,
10
10-year-old
years
and below
old.
pala. 10-year-old and below. He was only 10 years old at that time.
Grabe.
So
Okay.
ako, I was surprised pero I didn't mind it kasi talo eh. Kung ako, I don't care if you
Saka
score
nakafocus
100,
ka sa
pag talo,
game.
wala. Oo, kasi ako, focus
Okay.
ako sa game. Gusto ko makita kung paano manalo yung team. Pero kay SJ, siyempre, he was really frustrated kasi gusto niya i-prove kahit malakas yung team ng Lasal, he could do it. Sabi
Beatable.
ko,
Mhm.
I explained it to him, no. Basketball is a team sport. You could not do it alone. Kaya sabi ko, every time you have the ball, play as a point guard like me. You
Mhm.
shoot, then you pass. You shoot, then you pass. Kumaga, alam mo na. Yun, doon nagsimula. Tapos, out of the blue, Ateneo de Cebu came calling kasi nakuha yun na Dario.
Mm.
So, they want SJ to be recruited to play for their SBP team, Milo. Yung 12 years old and below.
Sa grade school pa to, coach.
Oo, grade school. So, sabi ng coach, sabi ko, why are you interested in my son? Sabi niya, coach, 65 points is 65 points. Nobody could do that easily.
Okay.
Sabi ko, champa yun eh. Isang game lang yun. Sabi niya, hindi. Sabi niya, your kid is different. Sabi ko, I don't know. Sabi ko, for me, he's just ordinary.
Mm.
Tapos yun, nag-offer everything, ganito, ganyan. So, hindi kami nagkasundo kasi we will be divided. Maiwan yung asawa ko sa Bacolod, tapos yung sister niya, tapos kami ni SJ. Doon sa sabi ko, hindi pwede. We're a young family, sabi namin. Baka maybe high school, sabi ng pagbalik na lang. So, bumalik kami sa Bacolod, yun, biglang yung mga kaibigan ko sa Lasal Bacolod. Siyempre, there are my friends also, kasi siyempre, Lasal ako mula grade school, high school, college eh.
Mm-hmm.
So, dito SJ, sabi niya, we are offering SJ scholarship. So,
Oy,
sino pa ako mag-hindi niyan, di ba? Scholarship, free, tuition, free lahat. So, sabi ko, okay. So, sige. So, kinuha yung anak ko, pati yung isang teammate niya na ganoon din. I mean, we're not that, alam mo na, not that well-financed family. So, okay kami. So, dun. Tapos, yun, at that time, after pagkuha kay SJ, automatic, parang, they tried me to coach also the Batang PBA kasi yung coach nila pumunta dito sa Lasal Green Hills, swap coaching clinic.
okay.
So, wala coach yung team. So, ako nagdala ng Lasal team. Kung sino man nanalo dito sa Batang PBA will represent Bacolod going to Manila.
Okay.
So, I only practice Friday, Saturday, simula na yung liga.
Wow. Short period
short period. Walang choice eh, kasi kulang ng oras yung preparation, tapos yung coach umalis. So, ako, dahil bagong recruit daw yung dalawang player ko, sabi niya, nakita mo naman yung mga players namin, di ba? Sabi niya, kilala mo naman natin. Sabi niya, ikaw na bala pumili, hindi na kami magkuhan dyan, ikaw na yung head coach. So, at least tournament only for summer. So, nag-coach ako, sa team nila ni SJ, talo ka agad, first game. Lakas yung St. John's eh. Pero, we topped also the kita kami sa championship na St. John's.
Mm-hmm.
Then tinalo namin sila. Then we represent Bacolod here. Yun ang parang one of my special coaching accolades.
Accomplishments. Alright. Right. Siyempre naman.
One day preparation. Umabot sa nationals. Tapos parang yun, third place kami sa nationals. Kalaban namin sina Jolo Mendoza, sina Gian Mamuyak, sina yung mga players doon. Yun.
Okay.
Pero SJ was only 11 at the time.
And then doon na siya na-discover? Or hindi pa?
Actually, hindi pa. Wala. After ng grade 5, grade 6 sa Lasal, lumipat kami sa kapatid ko sa school niya sa St. Joseph.
Okay.
So, dahil, why coach did you put him on a small school again dun sa Iloilo? For me, it was, sabi ko kasi, SJ was already parang you could see the nag-evolve yung laro niya. Kasi nung naglaro kami dito sa Batang PBA, I have to have a heart-to-heart talk with him sa isang Coliseum. So, ito yung storya niyan. Batang PBA, every time you play sa Batang PBA, after that games on that same venue, maglalaro yung PBA sa hapon.
Okay.
So, after ng games namin, we waited for an hour, then kinuha ko siya, I don't know kung sa Araneta or sa Cuneta Astrodome. Basta kinuha ko siya, Cuneta Coliseum pala. So, pinapunta ko siya doon sa taas, tapos I get to have a heart-to-heart talk with him. Sabi ko, do you really want to play basketball? Sabi ko sa kanya. Sabi niya, yes. Sabi ko, so nagsisimula ng PBA, nag-warm up. Nagkakagulo yung mga tao, daming tao. Sabi ko, could you see these people? They came from work. They spend hard-earned money just to watch these guys play basketball. Would you believe that?
Right.
Sabi ko, gusto mo yan? Sabi niya, oo, gusto ko yan. Sabi ko, nakita mo yung kwan, bilang pumasok si James Yap. Hiyawan yung mga tao, nagkakagulo, parang kwan. Sabi ko, do you see him? Sabi niya, yes. Sabi ko, I know him. He's one of my teammate before. Pero, sandali lang. Pero sabi ko, tingnan mo, he doesn't even do anything. He just went inside the court, nagwala yung tao. Because he is a really good basketball player. Sabi ko sa kanya, do you want to be like him? Sabi niya, yes. So sabi ko, they earn a lot, pero all of them, na naglalaro sa PBA dahil tinuro ko, graduated from college. So sabi ko sa kanya, you have to study first before you play. Kasi hindi ka makapaglaro pag hindi ka nag-aaral. Second, sabi ko, ang daming mabibigay yung basketball sa'yo. They would give you friends. Sabi ko, tingnan mo, dami mo ng friends dito. They would give you, like ako, sa work ko, connection. Kasi syempre, they know I play basketball. When I was starting to work, they would like to get me kasi they would use me in their, kumbaga, mga Olympics sa mga trabaho, mga ganun. Second, sabi ko. Third, sabi ko, yun, mga pag papunta ka pa lang high school, they would give you scholarships. Sabi ko, libre yung education mo. Ang lalaki na school dito. Sabi ko, yan. Tapos sabi ko, siyempre, bibigyan ka na maraming sapatos, libre. Ito talaga. Ayaw niya maniwala. He thought I was joking. Sabi ko, yun, doon na simula. Tapos yung after doon, naglaro siya sa Iloilo, 1 year lang kasi bumalik yung kapatid ko sa Bacolod, nagkasawa. So bumalik siya sa Bacolod, kinuha kami ng Bacolod Taytong High School. Tapos timing, on that year, may Uni Games sa Bacolod, University Games.
University Games, yes.
University Games, mga colleges. So yun, may tumawag na parang napakilala na they're from Ateneo and they want to see SJ kasi parang they heard a good thing about him. Ako, at that time, parang, sige, we will see. Pero ako, nakaset na yung mind ko eh. I will only let SJ go to Manila pag he already graduated in high school. Kasi sabi ko, yun ang time. So, yun, nag-meet kami ni Coach Joe. Tapos, sabi niya, sige, could I look at him in practice or what? Sabi ko, okay. Pero I didn't know na pumunta pa yung Ateneo de Iloilo to play against our team sa high school. Doon sa Taytong.
Okay.
So, timing, nanood sila game, parang tune-up game. So, nanood sila ni Coach Ron Camara. And yun, parang si Coach Joe, parang impressed kay SJ on that game eh. So, I was really surprised kasi sabi ko sa kanya on our initial meeting, I would only let SJ go to Manila after he graduates in high school.
Okay.
Pero sabi niya, parang mukhang di na pwede kasi parang malabo na pag si SJ daw graduate, pupunta pa ng Ateneo kasi alam niya yung Bacolod City is known for Lasal Lasal area.
Country. Yan. Alright. So, and the rest, I guess, was history. So, Coach, so you as a parent of SJ, how are you able to support and how did you support SJ while he was going through, syempre, bagong santa siya nun sa Manila, dito sa Ateneo. And then, eventually, now, as a pro, medyo mas mahirap kasi pro siya, pero hindi dito sa Pilipinas, nasa South Korea. So, how are you able to support him? Nagbibigay ka pa rin ba ng tips? Pinapagalitan, pinapangaralan mo pa rin ba naman mga videos niya and all?
Well, it was really hard for me nung dito sa Ateneo. Pero yung una talaga was the priority is studies. Kasi alam ko, hirap siya. Ang hirap ng ACADS ng hindi athlete friendly yung Ateneo high school. So, ang dami actor niya kasama. To be honest, ang dami niya kasama na nalikot sa ibang sport. Hindi tumagal. 2 months lang, na-kick out na. Pero, mga national player yun. So, yung thing sa akin lang naman, at that time, I want him to be guided, siyempre sa ACADS niya. So, buti na lang, may mga co-parent ako na nakilala dito na mga sobrang bait. and they guided me kung paano ko alalayan si SJ sa ACADS sa Ateneo. Kasi sabi
Okay.
ko, SJ, SJ, at the end of the day, sabi ko, na-explain ko na sa'yo kung bakit, yun, you didn't go to Lasal, instead sa Lasal ka, sa high school, kasi gusto mo sa Ateneo. Yung thing is, sabi ko, yung aral sa Ateneo is a different animal eh. Sabi ko, you have to be really, you have to be really at your toes palagi. So sabi ko, yung ginawa namin was really guide him. Kasi sabi ko sa kanya, yung basketball sa'yo, madali lang eh. Gusto mo eh. Yung ACADS is really hard kasi yun talaga yung more likely would hinder you from playing basketball. So, in-explain ko sa kanya, pati yung mga co-parent namin dun sa Ateneo kasi they were surprised bakit tuwing Friday daw may mga students night out yung bata, bakit wala si SJ, siya lang yung absent. So I explained it to them, sabi ko okay lang yung sa anak nyo kasi every time they after class, dismissal, uwi na sila, mag-aaral na eh. Yung anak ko, tatrabahuin niya yung scholarship
Nasa gym
niya.
pa.
Lalaro
Okay.
pa hanggang gabi, tapos after that, papahinga ng 1 hour, mag-aaral hanggang ating gabi. Sabi ko, you have to understand. Tapos pagdating sa
Ang
weekend,
hirap, no?
he has to perform. Why?
Right.
He's receiving scholarship. So sabi ko, I don't care if you tell me na, ay hindi, magaling yung anak mo. Sabi ko lang magaling. Ang dami ko nakitang magaling dyan, at hindi lang sa Ateneo at sa ibang school, na na-kick out at nawala yung bata dahil nawala siya sa pag-aral. So sabi ko, this I value kung ano binibigay ng school sa amin. Kasi sabi ko, yung bata, gusto maglaro sa Ateneo, then he has to prove to me na kaya niya mag-aral. Kasi yung basketball sa kanya is only secondary kasi love niya eh. So baga, we need to help him out. So yun ang unang ginawa ko, yung paraan para umayos yung pag-aral niya. Nung college na, siyempre, wala na ako, parang na lang, ang tawag dito, konting advice. You have Coach Tabal, what can you say more?
Okay.
Diba? Tapos nung sa Korea siya, yun ang nakakagulat siya. Kasi, nung unang a few months nandun siya, pumunta ako doon to have a vacation and to be with him. He was surprised kasi I never talk basketball anymore. Parang sabi niya, the whole time you were with me, ikaw yung number 1 critic. Parang nakikita mo sa mata niya, parang ano ba ito? Ba't hindi ka na nagsasalita?
Okay.
So I told him, ST, you have to understand. I only prayed, kumbaga, yung goal ko as a parent for you to graduate college. Nagawa mo na. Diba? yung pinagdasal natin for the longest time hanggang pandemic, nung mula 9-year-old ka hanggang pandemic, nawala yung basketball, bumalik yung basketball, was for you to play professionally. I never thought na pumunta ka pa ng Korea kasi PBA lang yung naisip ko eh. Diba? So sabi ko, I won't talk basketball A to you anymore. Kasi sabi ko, yung expectations and yung mga pinagdasal ko hanggang PBA lang eh. Pero yung napunta mo sobra. So sabi ko, wala na akong may sabi. Kasi saan ka makakita as a father, when I was watching him play in Korea, first time ako nanood ng game, di ba? I was surprised, saan ka nakakita yung mukha ng anak mo nakapaskill dyan. Tapos when your son made a shot, sinisigaw yung buong family name mo sa buong stadium.
Yes,
parang siyempre, it hits you. Sabi ko, is this true? Parang nanaginip ka as a parent, di ba? I mean, how come we get to be this far?
Yeah.
Diba? So, sumbaga, tapos you see the fans are different, mga ganun. So, I was really happy for him. And at the same time ako, parang doon ako na parang na-hit na eh. Sabi ko, okay, done with coaching. I want to retire.
Okay, Coach. Ayan, no, since napapagkwentuhan natin si SJ magmula college hanggang sa Korea, I want to get your reaction, Coach. Dalawang, ito, kasi pag sinabi mong SJ bilang din, dalawa lang yung tumasagi sa utak ko dito eh. Unang-una, yan, Coach, yung nasa likod nyo yung jersey niya, no, yung gilas, no? Coach, nung tinira niya yan, doon sa Pampanga, against South Korea, I think 3 seconds, 4 seconds, last shot siya. Ano yung reaction niyo? Tsaka yung 36-point career high niya sa FIBA, no, sa Korea. Nahihigawagaan ka ba doon o normal na yun? Una mo na yun sa gilas, sige.
Sa gilas, actually, as a parent kasi I don't like to be overwhelmed sa mga ng anak ko, yung mga ginagawa niya.
Okay.
Kasi to be honest,
Okay.
yun nga sa tagal ko na kasama siya, 'di ba? Naging anak mo siya, naging
Alam
player
mo
mo
na,
pa.
oo.
So kumbaga hindi naman alam mo na yan din, no. Kumbaga what happens to him inside the court, I always pray. So kumbaga if miracle happens there, sabi ko hindi, it's not him. I always remind him of that. Sabi ko, that's
Okay.
always a blessing from God.
Right.
Sabi ko, sa totoo niyan, alam niya na yan eh. Sabi ko sa kanya, everything you have, galing sa Diyos yan. Not to sound religious, pero yung thing is, to be honest, it's the truth. Sabi ko, tingnan mo, hindi ka na makatangkaran. You're not that fast kasi i-prove natin sa deep test yan o sa mga ginagawa pa sa mga professional yan. It was proven na wala kang talagang, kumbaga, kahit yung trainer mo nga, alam niya eh. When he get to have you and he get to test you, sabi niya, how come you become a basketball player sa Ateneo and you don't have this? Kasi sabi ko nga sa kanya, everything here comes from him. We just pray for it. If it happens, well and good. If it does not, well and good because, kumbaga, that's his sign na para sa iyo or not. So, nung ginawa niya yung 3 points nung pumasok, actually, nung simulan ang game, syempre, parang kinakabahan ka. Pero actually, how many games sa mga UAP, mga ganon, I always got to pray. Yung pinagpipray namin, hindi manalo eh. Yung pinagpipray namin, hindi lang sa ma-injured.
Yun ang mahirap.
Hindi ma-injured, he get to play his very best. Period. Sabi ko, at the end of the day, only God will allow if you win or not. Diba? Andyan sa Bible yan. So, kumbaga, if it's given to him, well and good, then siya. Pero yun nga lang, when he hit the 3 points, prior to that, I already read eh, nakita ko na eh, parang merong nakasulat na Korean Basketball League is planning to have Asian imports.
Okay.
Eh, nung na-shoot niyan, biglang nag-hit sa akin yun, sabi ko. Mukhang malapit na. Pero actually, I didn't mind kasi siyempre wala pa namang medical-offer, pero may nasulat na. I've already seen it. Pero sabi ko, wala. Sige, okay. Tapos sabi ko kasi, sabi ko kasi, yun, I was really happy. I called him up that night. Sabi ko, what runs in your mind on that play? So, in-explain niya, yung sa may interview niya, ganun din. Pero sabi ko, God guided the ball with your hand to shoot it for the Philippines to win the game. Yun, mga ganun. So after that, sa mga ibang games, he would score a lot. Kasi syempre, nakita ko rin yung mga ibang games niya. Like, nung high school, he scored 36 points in 18 minutes. Tapos sa Milo, diba? Tapos 65 nung elementary. So, kumbaga ako, for me, it's no big deal for me because as a basketball player, I always look after, for example, nanalo ba kayo? I don't care if you score only 2 points. Basta panalo. Sabi ko, di ba sa'yo? As a basketball player, if you score 100 points and you lose, nothing matters.
Wala yan.
So, alam niya SJ yan. Tapos, if I see you na wala kang assist, wala kang rebound. Kasi when I was training him going up, I made my son a complete basketball player. Kaya makikita mo, magugulat siya, naglalaro sa Korea. Siya lang yung point guard na pinakamaliit sa lahat. He is playing post moves sa mga 6'5 na mga lalaki na wingman. Paano niya naman yan? I already taught him that when he was growing up. Sabi ko sa kanya, hindi ka lalaki, pero you need this. Kasi when I was also playing, one of my coaches also taught me that. So, kumbaga, lahat ng mga magaganda tinuturo ng mga coaches sa akin, I already, stored it para pag nagturo ako sa mga bata, not just only my son, I will teach them to play the right way.
Right. Well, you trained him well. Okay, Coach, eto, punta naman tayo na dito sa third segment ng club landscape, club basketball landscape dito sa ano yung napapansin nyo, Coach, between yung mga club tournaments, ang dami kasi natin dito ng basketball clubs, what makes the Saints different as compared to the rest of the clubs?
Well, I really don't know kung parehas kami, pero sa akin, the way I put my team is yun, holistic approach nga, like I said kanina. It's more on developmental. I always tell my parents, I don't recruit. Kasi yung iba, recruit yan. Sali ka. Champion. For me, what we have here, You are my players. You are my star players. Not them.
Okay.
Not anyone. But you.
Mm.
So, kumbaga,
Okay.
pagpasok mo dito, I demand more. Kasi sa ibang teams, pinapabayaan lang sila eh. Kasi paano ko nalaman yan? Paano malaman yan, coach? Kasi yung mga parents nila nagre-report din sa akin kasi naglalaro sila sa ibang club teams eh. So ako, I don't care kasi di ko alam yung nila eh. Kung baga, yung goal nila. Diba? So di ko nang pwede sabihin na mas magaling ako. Kasi siyempre, iba-iba approach eh. O if they do more on this, I respect them. If they think this is good for them, I respect them. For me, it's different. Kasi pag pumasok ka sa akin, mafe-feel mo kaagad yan eh. Pag nakita ko na parang you get to just, alam mo na, you don't put effort. Kasi sabi ko sa kanila eh, to be honest, sabi ko sa kanila, I could coach for free. Pero since your parents want me to coach you, then they would try to pay me, ganito, ganyan. Pero at the end of the day, sabi ko sa kanila, you should not think of me. You should have to think first of yourself and your parents. Why? Your parents are spending a lot for you to get better as a volleyball player. Oh, siyempre, sabi ko, tapos pumunta ka dito sa akin, I will honestly tell you, if you don't like to be taught here, you have to get out. Kasi sabi ko, you're just wasting my time also. My time is much more valuable than your parents paying me. Sabi ko, gusto ko na mag-retire. Tapos na ako kay SJ. Si SJ isa lang. So ayoko, yung parang, pag pumunta ka rito, chill ka. Sabi ko, I don't want you to compare with my son kasi iba naman siya. Pero alam ko na yung mga magagaling na players ko, ano yung, how do they treat this sport? How they always approach this training, everything.
Sa laro. So coach, dito sa Saints, anong age kayo nag-start na mag-train and then may ceiling ba or hanggang tumanda sila, hawak-hawak nila as long as na gusto pa nila?
Actually, as long as kaya ko pa. Kasi minsan gusto ko na rin mag-retire eh.
Ikaw talaga, no?
Gusto ko na talaga mag-retire. Gusto ko na umuwi ng Bacolod. Pero I have players here minsan 7, 8, 9-year-old.
7.
Then as oldest, mga 18, 17, gano'n. Pero wala na ako mga 19 kasi college na eh.
College na. Okay.
Kuha talaga mga high school level and below.
Okay. And coach, ilan yung sinasalihan yung mga tournaments ngayon? Like for example, for now, sabi mo nung isang araw, hindi tayo natuloy na kasi may practice kayo, di ba? May pinaghahandaan ba kayong tournaments or competition?
Okay. We only join one tournament. And I don't like joining tournaments na nagpatong-patong. I don't like it.
Coach?
Kasi, syempre, how could they learn if you just keep let them play and play, di ba? So, dapat, you train them, then pag nakita mo naglaro sila, then you go back to your board and see kung ano naman pwede mo magawa para to correct them. If you keep playing them, how could you correct them, di ba? Kasi yung playing, kung bilagay mo sa classroom yan, the playing is already the exams and the test.
Right. Output na.
Output na, di ba? So, how could you tell them, okay, we have another exam. Di ba? Hindi yung muna, balik tayo sa classroom, balik tayo muna sa assess muna, we get to lecture again, bakit nagkamali tayo, what did we do wrong, ano bang mali ba yung formula na kinuha mo or ginawa mo, mga ganun. So, yun dapat. Kasi yung iba, wala. Left and right, laro. Sabi ko, bahala kayo dyan. I'm not that coach.
Right. Okay, coach, ito, susunod kong question. Hindi siya collab, no? Pero I'm pretty sure nakita nyo siya, no? Sa YouTube and sa Facebook, marami kasi lumalabas na to, no? Yung laro ng De La Salle Zobel tsaka yung Arandia College na incident. Okay, hindi ko na sasabihin yung mga pangalan na involved, no? Pero tanungin kita, coach, both as a coach and then as a parent. Ano sa tingin mo yung dapat nangyayari doon sa laro na yun?
Yun nga lang, we are not there to see the whole game. Diba?
Yes.
Pero at the end of the day, ako, usually, pag naglaro si SJ, and as a parent, syempre you have to control emotions.
Correct.
Kasi yung thing is, yung naglalaro, yung anak mo. As far as much as you want to protect him,
yes,
basketball is really kumbaga, ako nakita ko na yung anak ko sinusuntok eh.
Contact
right
sport
in front
talaga.
of me. Talaga sinusuntok. Tapos pagdating dito sa UAP, sinusuntok pa rin. So sabi ko, well, you have to reflect also as a coach and as a player. It
Okay.
only toughens you up. Tapos doon mo makikita kung ano yung karakter ng anak mo.
Right.
How does he react? Kasi one time,
Mm.
nakita ko siya eh. Binubugbog siya ng mga player ng NU sa laro. Sa sobrang physical. Yung
Lagi na lang. Okay.
referee, hindi ko nasabihin ko sa mga player kasi nakita ko na yung player eh.
Okay,
Pinaringgan
coach.
ko eh.
Sige.
Pinaringgan ko, natakot sila sa akin. Pero wala. It
Okay,
was
coach.
just a joke. Pero sabi ko sa akin, at that time, tinanong ko si SJ one time sa sobrang inis ko. Kasi bugbog na bugbog siya eh. Sabi ko, bakit hindi mo, patikman din. Pero ito gawin mo, ganyan. Eh, alam mo ba sagot na anak ko?
Mhm.
Diyos nang bahala sa kanila.
Wow, bait. Oo.
At the
Okay.
end of the day, sometimes, I get to learn more from my son.
That's right. Baliktad na, coach. Oo. Okay.
Yun.
Wait,
Kasi
kasi,
siya,
coach,
ayaw na
natanong
talaga
ko yan.
mag- Tapos, yung, siyempre, as a coach naman,
Yes.
point of view as a coach, ang hirap eh, kasi may mga paliga na siyempre, yung mga referee, hindi marunong mag-control ng game.
Yes.
Diba? Lalo na papaaway. Tapos, siyempre, yung organizer, minsan, may mga ibang organizer na parang wala yung mga commissioner, nagbabantay. So, pag nagkagulo, kanetse-letse, wala talaga tatakbuhan
Out of
yung mga
control
player
na.
at coaches. O, yun.
Right.
Pero kung ako yung coach, pag masyadong physical, I have to remind my players that you have to be really, kumbaga, controlled. Kasi, alam mo, like for example, yung parents is very emotional yan eh. So ako, lalo na pag ako yung coach, and I get to see them, right here in sa Saints, I get to always meet with the parents and talk to them kung ano yung
Okay.
limitations nyo.
Ground rules. Okay. That's also my second
rules.
question, coach. Eh.
Sa
Okay.
Saints, like ako sa Saints,
Mhm.
sabi ko, yung ganun. Tapos meron akong bagong team na mga bata ngayon, mas bata. I told them, sabi ko, you have to control kasi sabi ko, at the end of the day, you are not only representing your son, you are representing the team. Lalo na pag
Yeah.
varsity yan, pag nakita na mga school heads yan, nakita na parang
Ah.
barumbado yung parents, they will cut you off. Sino
Right,
kawawa? Yung parent? Yung anak mo?
Oo, pareho.
Diba? So sabi ko, alam mo naman pag ikaw basketball player, alam mo na yan.
Yeah.
So yung thing is, you have to understand, physicality, everything there will happen. Pero yung character, yung kwan mo, pag nagawa mo yung mga kapalpakan dyan sa gitna, hindi mo na mababawi. Everything will follow.
Right.
Kahit
Okay.
alam mo na, sabi ko nga, di ba, ikaw, nakita mo yung anak mo sinusuntok sa gitna. Would you feel good? Siyempre, you feel bad. Di ba? You want to protect yourself. Pero at the end of the day, it would only toughen your player or your son. So, kumbaga,
Experience yan, learning experience.
Kasi sabi ko, sa'yo na yan kung gusto mo, alam mo na, matuto. Kasi sabi ko, pag dumating ka sa ibang parts ng level ng mga laro, ganun pa rin yan eh. May mga players na tawag namin yung mga enforcer.
Oo. Ito ako, question ko kasi, yan, maliban sa ganyan, sa initan ng laro sa loob ng court. Ngayon, as a coach, di ba, syempre, kahit varsity, mapa-club, kahit mapa-interbarangay, yung mga hecklers sa likod di ba? Meron din tayo nanginita, ganyan. And right now, most probably, mga parents, mga friends, ganyan. Paano mo nakokontrol yun na focus ka lang sa game, and how do you get yung players mo nakapag-focus lang sa game?
You have to explain to the team prior to the game. Kasi malalaman mo rin yan pagpasok mo kung daming tao. So, doon mo makikita yung character ng team mo kung ano ka. So, yung thing is, at the end of the day, kahit may mga hecklers yan, pag ginalingan mo, lalo silang mawawala. Di ba? Yun ang revenge mo, di ba?
Yes,
kasi sabi ko, ako, like as a player, it's a motivation, di ba? You make it as motivation. Kumbaga, constructive. So, the more you will shout at me, the more I will really play hard and prove it to you. Kahit anong gawin mo dyan, as long as you don't touch me, walang mangyayari. Kasi, hanggang dyan ka lang. Pero, I am the one beating your team. Yun lang. So, kumbaga, kailangan explanation talaga. You have to let them know and understand. Kasi pag syempre, emotional minsan yung mga laro ng important games, mga knockout games, championships.
Yes.
Pag nawala ka dyan, talagang wala Sabi ko, at the end of the day, you have to respect the sport. Yung sinasabi ni Coach Baldwin, kita mo, kahit anong mangyari sa court, he would still respect his opponent.
Opponents.
Ano mangyari, ganun, he would still, kasi ganun talaga eh. It's just basketball at the end of the day. Di ba?
Pero coach, yung mga parents, no, na ganyan, coach, pasok mo naman yung anak ko, ganyan, coach, bakit nagkamali yung isa, ganyan. May mga experiences na bang ganun, and then how do you approach the parents?
Kompleto yan, Nasal, Ateneo, meron yan.
Okay.
So, yun, I will always explain it to them.
Okay.
Kasi, syempre, yung iba, syempre, feeling coach. Tapos yung iba, syempre, they want to be involved.
Yes.
I understand. Kasi sabi ko sa kanila, yung one good thing lang kasi syempre, SJ is my son growing up. So, kumbaga, na-feel ko na kung anong as a parent.
Okay.
Pero at the end of the day, pag for example, si SJ, like, example, nabangko ni Coach Tab si SJ nung rookie year niya sa championship. Diba? Napanalo sila, pero SJ was really frustrated. He was crying. Kasi sabi niya, kahit 1 minute lang, basta makapagtulong daw siya sa team niya, he will play. And I told him, sabi ko, hindi niya naintindihan at that time kasi first in his career, he was bench.
Rookie.
So sabi ko sa kanya, it humbled you, di ba? Pero at the end of the day, sabi ko, Coach Tab is a different beast as a coach. Sabi ko, he doesn't mold you as a player while you're playing. He also molds you while you're sitting. He is looking at you kung ano yung reaction mo. Nagtatantrums ka ba? Are you crying? Are you what? Are you... Diba?
Okay.
So, kumbaga, sabi ko, Coach Tab is different. While you're not playing, he was looking at you as well. Pero hindi lang ikaw nakita ko ginawa niya. Sabi ko, ang dami. Kaya sabi ko, it's normal for him to bench you. Di na ako nagulat kasi he was asking me, bakit na-bench ako? Wala naman akong ginawa. Okay naman yung training ko, gano'n. Sabi ko, just come prepared sa second game. It was versus UP, yung game 2. So, to make the long story short, we usually train sa morning bago maglaro sa hapon. Parang ayaw pa niya mag-train before that kasi sabi niya, babakuin na naman ako ni Coach Tab. So, sabi niya, ayoko na. Sabi ko, no. Sabi ko, just come prepared. So, to make the long story short, yun, naglaro siya and he really played well. Tapos, when he was gotten, parang he was looking at me and he was really smiling and he was telling me, oh, you're right. Kasi nagulat siya yung pinag-sub niya na player, hindi point guard. Alam mo kung sino? Si Terdy Ravena.
Si Terdy, okay.
Tapos yung maganda doon, biglang nag-trap yung UP kasi nakita siya sa trap natin to kasi rookie to wala, nag-break away. Doon pa hindi pa lumaki yung lamang. So, yun mga ganon. So, yung thing is, yun ang in-explain ko sa mga parents. Sabi ko, you have to see it differently. Kasi sabi ko, your son will always play, especially on my team. Pero at the end of the day, he should make an effort. Kasi pag nakita ko naman hindi naman siya tumatakbo sa laro, lakad siya ng lakad.
Bakit may papasok?
At yung makasama niya tumatakbo, how would I let him play longer? Di ba?
Alright. Okay. Alright. Nako, Coach, marami akong natutunan sa iyo at saka yung sa papalaki mo kay SJ and sa coaching philosophy mo na binabahagi mo sa Saints Basketball. Okay, Coach, dito na tayo sa latter part ng ating one-on-one. Pero Coach, ito last question ko sa'yo, more of a tricky question to, situational. Yan. So Coach, bibigyan kita ng situation. I wanted to know your approach. I want to know kung ano yung magiging style mo dito. So, yung situation is this. Fourth quarter, okay, lamang ng kalaban ng 3 points and it's just down to 10 seconds, nag-time out ka. So, 2 questions. Number 1, Coach, is saan mo i-inbound yung ball? Is it sa back court or dun sa front court? And then, are you going for the 2 or the 3?
Okay, so number 1, tatanungin kita, yung team ko ba may shooter o wala?
Okay, Coach, ganito na lang. Sorry, dapat natanong ko to nung una. No? Sinong favorite basketball team mo sa PBA?
Sa PBA dati, yun. Paborito ko, dalawa lang San Miguel at Alaska. Kasi San Miguel kay Danny Ildefonso, Danny Siegel, sila ni Ayan, yung point guard, sina Hector Calma, Samboy Lim,
Hector.
mga ganun.
Ibes Dignatisi, I'm sure.
Ibes, oo, pero galing Bacolod yun eh. Hindi ko na inabutan yun,
Okay.
sayang.
Okay. Okay. Sige, Coach. Dali na lang natin doon sa 1990s, early 2000 na San Miguel. No? Yung itong sila Lakay, sila Dan Siegel. Itong core team nila. Yan yung team mo. Kalaban mo, let's say, is Alaska. Yan, yung team ko. Yung situation na yan, saan mo i-inbound yung bola? And then, anong approach mo? Takot ka ba ng 3 points or go for the shots?
Siyempre, pag ando sina Danny Siegel, may mga shooters ako doon. So, more likely, pag 10 seconds, syempre, dun yung inbound sa front court namin kasi it's easier to shoot, di ba? Kasi, labang yung kalaban, 3 points, tama?
3 points, right.
Okay, yun. So, ako, I have to see first, so I have to make a play na ma-open yung shooters ko. Pero, pag 10 seconds, pag ganun kalakas yung team ko, nasa pro na, I would go for the 2 first.
Quick 2.
Quick 2. Tapos, try to steal the ball or foul. Ganun lang. Kasi, gusto ko sigurista ko. Kasi pag na-foul ko sila, now, I would just pray na kahit isa, magminti sila. Diba? Pwede pa ako mag-time out kasi pro eh. Pwede ako mag-time out, itatawid ko naman yung bola. Then, doon ako mag-go ng 3 kung kailangan ko ng 3. Pag hindi, 2. Mga ganun. So, yun ang kumbaga, yun ang style ko. Kumbaga, sigurista muna ako. Pero, syempre, I don't deny the fact na pag may open na 3 points, I will take that also. Pag nakuha, basta importante yung kumuha ng bola na tumira ng 3, yung shooter. Hindi si Danny
Tamang Ontiveros, ganyan, o Racela siguro.
Ontiveros, diba? Danny Siegel, lakas tumira ng 3 points, jump shot pa eh. Lalaki doon.
Right.
Ganun.
Well, Coach Sammy, maraming salamat sa oras mo at yan, binigyan pa kita ng tricky questions sa situationals natin. Maraming salamat. Coach, bibigyan ko ng pagkakataon. Anything to promote specifically itong Saints Basketball Club?
Ako hindi ko ipapromote yung Saints Basketball Club. Ito lang gusto ko i-share sa mga bata at parents. Number 1, sa mga bata, sa mga estudyante, mga student athletes who are aiming to become a varsity player or a pro player, just like SJ. What works with SJ was, number 1, we prayed really hard for it. Kung ibibigay. Kasi we would never know. Kasi ilang percentage lang naman yung mga estudyante na umabot sa professional sports. Right. So yung thing is, you have to pray if ibibigay ba ng Diyos sa'yo or hindi. Kasi yung iba, pilit na ganito, ganyan. Pero nakikita mo naman, di ba, nothing happens. So yung thing is, number 1, pray for it. Second, always follow the advice of your parents. Okay, kasi not all parents naman are really that desperate. So number 2, you have to really, kumbaga, heed their advice na mag-aral, huwag pabayaan yung sarili kasi sa dami nangyayari sa buong mundo, di ba? So number 3, yun, study first kasi hindi ka naman magiging magaling na basketball player pag hindi ka nag-aaral. That's simple.
Tama.
So, number 4, yun, sa basketball tayo, everything will follow if you work hard for it. Like I said, di ba, ako, si SJ, we're not that, kumbaga, we don't have that God-given body basketball players. Ang liliit namin. Pero yung mga goal in life namin, nararating namin dahil we work hard for it, for us to have it. So yung thing is, yun ang advice ko sa mga parents naman. Yun, number 1, always try to ask God every day kung ito ba para sa kanya. Kasi di ba, yung thing is, basketball is also a really hard sport, very competitive, di ba? Isang injury, dalawang injury, wala ka na. Tapos he has to be guided with good character and attitude. Kasi minsan nakikita mo yung mga bata sa sobrang panood sa mga highlights, akala nila yung basketball nila puro highlights din.
Puro ganun lang na. Okay.
So second, syempre, as a parent, try to guide them as much as you can. Okay, so yung thing is, help them if they need help. And yun, minsan try to also be distant with them. Kasi for example,
Hayaan mo. Okay.
pabayaan mo, let them make mistakes. Kasi sa akin, like si SJ,
Yes,
when
yes.
when I was with him in Korea on my first visit with him, he was surprised, di ba, na hindi na ako nagbibigay ng advice. So, yung thing is, doon niya na-realize na I am his father. Parang Star Wars, no?
Darth Vader, no?
Kasi akala niya, coach niya ako buong buhay niya eh. So,
Teka lang yun.
So, sabi ko sa kanya, doon nakita yung kanya, yung the way he sees me the whole time pala when he was here in Manila. So, he couldn't see me as a father dahil sa sobrang critic ako sa laro niya. Parang, hindi ko to tatay, coach ko to. Pero, nung doon na sa Korea, doon niya na-realize na, okay, tatay ko pala pa rin to. So, sabi ko sa kanya, wala na, pagdating dito, hindi na ako magko-coach. So, anong gagawin mo? Ako yung maghugas ng pinggan mo. Ako magtutupi ng mga paano to.
Pero coach, maganda tong maganda tong sinabi mo and actually in-underscore ko pa talaga to kasi minsan ganun din ako sa kanya masyadong tough. Pero ang ganda nung sinabi mo, no? Let them make mistakes because this is the only way that they can also learn. Malalaman, discover mo na, ay, magaling pala siya dito kasi lagi mo siyang pinocontrol. So, ganda nito, coach. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Coach, again, maraming salamat sa oras mo. Maraming salamat, Coach. And sa ating mga nakikinig sa Spotify at sa mga video sa YouTube, again, thank you guys for following us and hope to see you again for next week sa ating susunod na episode. Kung sino yung, kung may guest tayo, surprise, no? But maraming salamat again. Coach Sammy Belangel at mag-iingat po kayo and regards po kay SJ at sa entire
Thank you. God bless.
Salamat po.
Thank you, Eric.